Hi everyone, Alec here from the West Haven Group. In this video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know when purchasing a pre-sale property. Before we dive into the steps of purchasing a pre-sale property, I like to tell my clients to get a mortgage pre-approval done first. This can help you understand your finances at this time. If your pre-approval amount isn't quite enough to purchase the property right now, you can put a plan in place for when completion comes. If your pre-approval amount is enough to purchase the property right now, you're going to want to make sure your income stays the same or increases. You also want to make sure that you don't make any large purchases before the completion date. When purchasing a pre-sale, you'll usually be able to go to a presentation center and view a pre-built unit. This will help you understand the floor plans and the finishings of the properties you're looking at. Once you've picked a pre-sale unit, it's time to write an offer. Typically, your offer will be written by an internal salesperson for the developer. There may be some room for negotiation, or they may have some certain incentives at the time of your purchase. Once your offer has been accepted, there will be a small deposit that is required to hold the unit while you do your due diligence. You will then have a 7-day rescission period where you get to read over all the documentation before putting your name on the dotted line. Each development will have a different deposit structure. Usually 5 to 10% is required upon your final signature, and then up to around 20% is required after that over a certain time period. This whole amount will go towards your final down payment upon closing. As you get closer to your completion date, you'll need to arrange your financing, which I'll explain a little bit later in this video. You'll also need to find yourself either a notary or a real estate lawyer to help with your closing details, and also transfer the funds from yourself to the developer. Sitting down and signing all these contracts usually happens 7 to 10 days before your completion date. Once you've received a possession date from the developer, you'll be able to do a deficiency walkthrough of your unit before you move in. This will entail you meeting a member of their team at your property and making sure that all the finishes are up to the standard you're expecting. If there are any issues, the developer will get them fixed before your completion. It's also good to note that within the first year of owning your property, you have a guarantee that if any problems arise, the developer will get them fixed. There are a couple of different ways to go about it when sorting out financing for your property. Some people would like to wait until closer to the completion date, which can sometimes be around 1 to 3 years away. Others will do what is called a builder's capped mortgage or a long-term approval. And for this, you will need a great mortgage broker. With a long-term approval, you can lock in a mortgage for up to 3 years, but you'll be at a slightly higher rate than the current mortgage rates. What is the downside, you might ask? Well, your mortgage broker will charge a small fee on top of the mortgage, but it does give you peace of mind that you have financing for your completion. There is the option of changing your lender close to your completion date to lock in a better rate. As we spoke about before, you want to make sure that your income stays the same and that you haven't taken on any more debt or made any large purchases before your completion date.